alternative. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
How can a machine believe it's alive? It's ridiculous.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might...
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I adjusted. And since after you're done, in the meantime, if you...
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility.
Excuse me, Proctor
but we'll
Tegan.
get the job
What
done.
brings you to me today?
I'll take a look.
Sure, I've got something that'll put a smile on your face.
That's wasteful. I suggest you pick it back up.
Proctor Tegan,
What can I get for you today?
set me up.
Got some choice weapons that just came in. gonna pick a fight?
If you have a moment, there's something I'd like to discuss with you.
Of course. What's on your mind?
Thank you. This isn't a formal meeting. I simply want to clear the air. I think we may have gotten off on the wrong foot when we first met, and I feel like I owe you an apology. Expecting you to embrace the standards of the Brotherhood without having a history with us was unfair. And given that you've adjusted so well to our beliefs, I don't think I needed to push so hard.
So there is a human being under all that power armor after all.
Sometimes I need a reminder, but yes, there is. When I was an initiate, my sponsor was Paladin Krieg, toughest squad leader I ever served with. He was a model soldier. From the moment I was assigned, I fought by his side for years.
It sounds like he was trying to motivate you.
If he was.
Sure.
After I was promoted, the news was like, it's taken me a long time. It's because I believe.
I'm flattered that you have so much faith in me.
You've earned that faith. Well, I've said, I tried.
Right. I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot.
Proctor Tegan.
Can I help you with anything?
Have anything unusual?
I have some special mods I've been working on. Sort of a slap a few of them.
Let's hear a bit more about that extra work you mentioned.
Hard to resist the lure of extra caps. The food stores don't replenish themselves. We'll be requisitioning a portion of their... Your mission will be to ensure full cooperation of the civilian...
I'm in.
Knew I could... Here's the farm.
Proctor.
Knight. You have technical documents, perhaps? Or looking to assist on a research patrol?
I found some technical documents for you.
These aren't technical documents. I don't have time for games, soldier. Come back when you've decided to take your duties more seriously.
Shelter and supplies at the police station in Bainbridge.
Tighten up the meter. Like that. Now split the bit. There. And half of it.
Having the privilege moored above the airport keeps the Brotherhood within striking distance of the city. Prestigious.
Beats guard duty. Why? What'd you get?
Vanguard.
You're kidding.
Yeah, they look like they're
Joining our cause is the wisest decision of your life.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridman's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. Now, we use it to carry our mess. Dismissed.
Hey.
What do you want? Let's get airborne.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release. Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sights. Primary target down. Look at that thing bleed. I'm gonna find a place to set her down, then hightail it back to the Prydwen for repairs.
Where'd they go? Sound the all clear. No! This is too dangerous. We're wide open out here. Remain vigilant. I know they're still here.
If Dumb and Ugly had a child, it'd be a super mutant.
Hey,
Awaiting. Your command.
This is our supply depot. Unless you're here on official business.
If it looks dead, put one more in its head for good measure.
If it was up to me, I'd take it.
Hey, need something? This isn't the Navy, you know.
Who's there?
This isn't safe at all. We need to find some cover as soon as possible. I know they're still here. Watch your step. There's quite a bit of debris here. You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
What's that?
Trash to pick
Who's
through.
there?
Searching through it could prove beneficial.
What there?
That's it.
You hit like a rat.
Weapons pulled.
Nice.
I hear itself.
Judging from the amount of dust,
That sound!
it's safe
What
to
is it?
assume we're the first people to investigate this location in quite a while.
Here's playing tricks on me again.
Intruder alert! This area seems to be in disarray. This is recent. problem here.
Hey.
All right.
Get him!
We've got company.
This is no game, human. We win, you
I'm not gonna make this easy for you. Threat neutralized. We need to get out of this radiation now.
Paladin Dance.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Absolutely. Wiping them out was a pleasure.
I wish all of mankind shared your sentiment. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to...
Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, brother.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, what's important here is that you should head back up to the...
Right.
Dismissed. Would it be possible to speak off the record for a moment?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Thank you. This is difficult for me to say, so I hope you'll bear with me as I try to get through it. When you were first placed, despite all that, at this point, honestly, it's apparent from your attitude...
I know there's more you want to say.
Yes, I'm getting to that. Let me start at the beginning. I grew up alone when I was a bit older, and while I was there, when the Brotherhood came...
Sure. I'm glad you had greater ambitions than just selling junk.
Once I saw what the Brotherhood had to offer, there was no comparison. Anyway, about a year after we were posted to the Prydwen, it took those wretched... The mutant, he wasn't Cutler.
You did the right thing.
It's what I was taught, ever since, but I'd never considered... It's a good feeling. I don't want to go through that again.
It'll never come to that. I promise.
Even though I'm well aware, I just thought you deserve... If you feel that I've overstepped, whatever the case may be.
Knight.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to you. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unit. Once you're aboard...
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Where do I start?
I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war educational facility, the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. The ruins of the facility are at the center of the city, but we've already searched them thoroughly. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago, so it appears that the trail ends there. Anything else, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well, then. Dismissed.
Stray radio signals keep pinging the array. Gonna try to filter it out.
Rat levels are spiking. Might want to have the doctor take a look. Might want to have Knight Captain Cade take a look at that injury.
You don't look like you're here to trade.
The Brotherhood needs food. Better to donate it willingly and keep them friendly.
Don't worry. We don't want to get on your bad side. We'll have crops to donate come harvest.
Attention all personnel. I'm disappointed I need to address this, but unsanctioned social contact with Commonwealth natives is strictly prohibited.
Oh god, mole rat on a stick.
Anyone who is engaged in such fraternization should report to Knight Captain Cade for
Yes, sir.
immediate
Crops
decontamination.
will be available when harvested.
Couldn't have done a better job myself. As promised, here are your caps as payment. If you want to hit up another farm, just say the word. If these farmers realize...
Reporting for...
You're just in time. Got word of another...
I'm in.
Thought you wouldn't. I'll mark the farm.
Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gun.
Soldier?
Greetings, Knight.
Have you ever fired a minigun?
I'm sorry. I wouldn't be very good company right now.
You don't look like you're here to trade.
The Brotherhood needs food. Better to donate it willingly and keep them friendly.
I'm sorry. I know where this is going, but we just can't spare the food.
Bye.
Why do I get the impression I don't want to hear what you have to say?
What would you take for your crops?
Now there's a question I don't get every day. I'd have to say 1,000 caps would cover it.
How about 500 caps?
I'm gonna regret this, but okay.
This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner. We've got a new case and it sounds urgent. Stop by the office. I'll be waiting.
Sir, perhaps now you can spare a moment?
Of course. I'm all yours.
Excellent. I couldn't even more.
No, I should apologize. You were right.
It's too much credit, sir. I just thought you should know. It's good to have you back, sir.
My back hurts, my feet hurt, everything hurts.
Sir, be unstoppable in that.
Seems to be growing well.
You see that big blimp? What's the Brotherhood of Steel? Why are they here?
Excuse me, but I'm very busy right now.
McDonough?
I'd love to talk, but I have matters to attend to.
Protection for sale! Hand-tooled pieces!
Come on, Nikki. I'm just asking for your opinion. It'd be a great quote.
He's my client, Piper. Why don't you learn not to snoop on a man's private affairs?
Well, well, speak of the devil.
You're back. And not with your son. What happened?
You were right, Nick. Kellogg did have my son. But that wasn't all. He was working with the Institute. He gave them Sean.
The Institute? Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things considerably more complicated.
He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth does. Security protocols strip those memories out.
I need to find a way.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
Man like that would have had access. In and out.
Yeah, but I'm guessing he wasn't the surrender and talk type, was he?
He's dead, Nick.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if...
Uh-huh. He wasn't gonna talk. Even if...
Gets his brains blown out.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Gotta...
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get it...
Sure. I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see.
Jesus, Nick. Gross.
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have?
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... who's coming with you?
I have to go to the memory den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Omari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
It's you and me, Nick.
Let's get going. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back.
Well,
Nice hat.
you two are out.
Hey, Piper.
You know, the Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once, the Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on these new guys. The Brotherhood of Steel.
I always wondered what you'd look like as a robot. Not too shabby. Even good people do crazy things when they're scared. Diamond City. His motto.